From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Here we go. Set 94. Rep. Ready, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 25, check 25, check 25. 20. 56. Mike's 56.
Newton to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete.
The second down pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
56. 56, right there, 56. Watch the back,
Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jesse James there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Set, red, 50, clear. Mike, 58, right there. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Box trot. Safety's creeping. Ready, go.
2nd and 1. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Go. Set, 90, pull. Check tight. 58's the money. 58's the money. Set, go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
52 alpha. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. 52. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jeffrey Simmons. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Newton going deep here for Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
52. Down to lose one. Smoke. Mike 52. Mike 52.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll have a first down past the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Charlie. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, ready, go.
He'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Watch Mike. Here I come. No, check that.
They'll set up a throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 25 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Get him, boy.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. But finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Check. Pick the edge. Go. 58, right over there.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Use the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hayward. Mike 52. Mike set. All day, punk. Cheetah.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Bravo. Dan Lobo. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Drummer. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Good job.
A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
49ers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 50-yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 9, check 9. Red,
From the gun, here's Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 56. We own. Gun. We own them.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his 1st career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. They'll look to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This will be caught at about the 5. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Big pass.
They'll try and throw for it. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. The intended receiver there, Allen. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's it. 180, 56. It's going to be a long day for you. Under 10. Great. Great.
From the end zone, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. 60 orange. You ready? Let her.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
50, plant, double. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch that. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On first down, Whittington trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
56, the mock boy, 56.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And an alley to run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kick. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coaches walk.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 35 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead. Now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Panthers
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
At the 9-yard line.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Carolina, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.